Good morning. How is everyone this morning or today? How are you, Rose?
Good morning. I am tired. I
Hmm.
did not sleep well.
I mean, I never sleep well, so I'm kind of used to it at this point. But you know what? It's fine. We're gonna make it through. Very short stream today. Um, as we have a lot of stuff I got to get done today that I didn't do because I was streaming for the past 4 days. There are 3 days, so it's gonna be roughly a 3.5 hour stream today because I got stuff to do. Sundays are usually our break days because this is a business. It's a business at the end of the day, and we do have off days just like any business should. And Sunday is our designated off day, Saturday and Sunday, or technically. But this is it's been a lot of fun for us, and wanted to do all 5 days to kind of really push ourselves beyond our limits. But we also don't want to push ourselves too much. So we're going to do a pretty short stream today. Hopefully, we get some few jumps in to get a little bit closer. I'm trying to find a black hole, but on screen now, on screen now is basically how far we are from each other. Um, we haven't moved too much closer, maybe 40 or 50 jumps closer to each other. Hopefully, we can find a black hole, which will make things a lot more interesting. And also, we have the wheel of deception, or the wheel of good stuff, and bad stuff on this wheel. Although we did change the challenge just a little bit. So every hour or every follow we go to spin this, both of us have to do the challenge. Now this does quite uh mess with it a little bit, like stuff like scrap your ship. If we know that's on the list and that's going to happen at some point, like it's not really. I mean, we can kind of go ahead and prepare for it at least, so it's not be that much of a detrimental to our gameplay if we do that.
I
So
mean, that was true before.
I mean, like, yeah, but we don't know who is going to get it before because we used to roll the names right here and see who has to do it. And I feel like on certain cases, like the scrap and ship and everything else, like nullify the next thing, and everything. Some of these we have to decide on the spot. Should we do a spin roll for who gets it? Um, because I think it makes it a more interesting challenge overall. Because again, like I have prepared just in case I have to scrap my ship. But if I do have to scrap my ship, it's still a detriment because ships are super expensive. And I think I have about 12 million in total. Um,
Yeah.
so so I don't think uh that is interesting. So we're going to go ahead and continue. We're going to go ahead and continue. I made sure to hop on and turn multiplayer off uh, before stream. So everything should run buttery smooth.
Butter.
Butter. Buttery smooth. All right. So how are we doing this morning? You said you're tired, but that doesn't really
Yeah, I
bode.
did not sleep well.
Ooh, there's an extreme storm. Where are crystals? And man, I am. This is not. This is not
This
where I
is
want
not.
to be. Like I don't have any shields for extreme storms, so I'm basically just burning up immediately. Uh,
That's
okay.
gonna be my next thing that I grind for at the Nexus is getting all of the hazard protections,
Yeah.
at least at the basic level.
I forget. Maybe I can do this. I forgot where I landed on this planet for yesterday. Cause I landed on it and then threw the beacon down, and everything. Like,
Isn't that
I don't see any storm crystals at all.
you won't you'll only see them if you're actively running around.
Well, that's the thing. I was running
Like they
around for a little bit before my health started going down. And we do have permadeath, by the way.
um
Even though it's not put onto the thing, we do have permadeath.
yeah, it's just manual.
It's a manual, which I think is even worse. So
Yeah, if
I
we
don't want to
die, we
die.
manually go in and delete our saves.
I don't want to die. Oh, there it is. I don't want to just die just trying to find a freaking storm crystal so I can sell it until I know that I can handle it. Run in here real quick.
Don't get me money.
Uh,
Uh,
oh, I am. This sucks.
what happened?
I was trying to blast the door down,
Okay.
but then my hazard protection started just immediately falling down. Now I'm getting shot at by sentinels.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
getting
mean, you can
railed by
restore
them.
your hazard protection.
I can, but I ran out of materials because you go down. You were going down. I was going down fast, and it started affecting my health.
Oh.
Like that is not a fun planet to be on. Like it's going down like really fast. Like 10 seconds, my thing was down. Uh, oh. And plus, we have the thing where we get hit a few times, our stuff gets broken.
Yeah.
So like I don't really want to test it. I'm getting chased by them. So it's not a good start. Oh, wrong button. Go away. Right now. Alright. So it's not a really good start to. Alright.
I mean, did anything break?
No, because I had to get out of there. Otherwise I probably would have died. Because like I don't have I have the plasma launcher, but I don't but if for some reason it didn't come up. Like on my little bar. So I have unstable plasma for it. But it didn't come up for some reason. In my menu.
Odd.
Yeah. So I was like I was gonna use the plasma launcher to bust it down really quick, but apparently no. Alright, so now I'm gonna try to get some Tranium.
Gradient?
Tranium, whatever. Uh Well, it also sucks because I lost the coordinates since I arrived there. I lost the coordinates because I ran away. So I don't know where it's at anymore. Those are just kind of wasted a navigation beacon. So, was you gonna ask me something today?
Yes.
Okay.
I give me time to remember what I was gonna ask you.
Something about reading.
Oh yeah, what type of books do you like to read?
So this question came up because we went to a Barnes and Nobles last night, and she bought a light novel, and we were kind of talking about it, and she's like, "I'm going to ask you this question on stream. I think it'd be a really good discussion about what I don't really know what you like to read." Uh, so, right, I have not been to the station. Um,
So what sort of things do you like to read?
I mean, I kind of like everything. I don't really like honestly, even though I like the genre, I don't really like reading high sci-fi. Uh, I don't like reading high fantasy either. I'm not much into it unless it's something that is intriguing about it. Like it's like, oh, it's a more of a horror story built into a fantasy stuff or something like that, where it's there's something unique about it. It's not just a typical like getting the gang together to go fight some monster, destroy the big evil. It's something a little bit different than that. Because that gets tiring. I mean, it's fun the first few times, but it's tiring. I do like a lot of psychological stuff, like mysteries are pretty good. Psychological horrors are my favorite out of everything. Um, so
So I did know you liked horror, but the way that you talk about it, it's like you not don't actually read it very often.
I don't I don't read very often. Period. You know that. I like reading comics and manga, and I do like the occasional book, but it's hard for me to sit down and get my brain invested into something because it's all over the place 24/7. It's constantly running. It doesn't stop. So it's really really hard. What is that in the background? Is that like a toothbrush?
Oh my lordy. No, it's my kid's toy.
Um,
Ash, get that out of here. Now.
don't be mean to me. He's just playing. Uh,
Well, yeah, and he can play out
do you,
there,
do you
not in
have
my
your
office.
do you have your door closed?
No, because then it gets cold and I'll close it.
I mean, like you have a space heater. So yeah, short stream today. Um, but like I like all types of stuff. I mean, it's just it hasn't hit a certain itch for me to really want to be invested in it. For me to actually want
Right.
to
My
actually want
door's
to read it.
closed now.
Okay.
If I freeze, I'm gonna whine.
Uh, you had a space heater. You can take it out and turn it on. It's fine. You don't have to sacrifice yourself for this. Uh, but you know what was going to happen. Like it's not a big deal. It was just a very minor little in the background. It's not like annoying or anything. Like it's fine. It makes you seem like, oh, you're an actual mother. What? So
I
yeah,
am an actual mother.
yeah, you are. But now people can hear it. All right. By the way, I didn't find anything.
By the way,
I found a super, but again, I don't have the nanites to grind for it, and it might not. May not give me anything better than what I have now, because you can't really tell what the stats are until you just spend the nanites to get them.
yeah. I mean, if nothing else, it could be a backup if we need to scrap ships. If what you're looking at is like a hyperdrive.
Yeah, and I kind of want to discuss like that particular part of the challenge because again, we can prepare for scrapping both ships, and we do have like a very big boon coming up, uh, at least Monday, that will automatically roll for whether we like it or not. Um, but but it's like, do when we scrap the ships, our upgrades and stuff get put back, get put
Everything,
down. So
no,
it's
everything assigned to that ship needs to be scrapped.
yeah.
So if you get those upgrades back, you turn them in for nanites or you scrap them yourself.
I mean, at least you get a ton of money for it. So
Yeah.
it's not that big.
It's not only a bad thing. I mean, it's a bad thing, but
Yeah, because
there is something you get out of it.
you're stuck back with a secondary ship or the radiant pillar or whatever else. All right.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I can. I could try this. Ooh, a distress signal. So hopefully it's not on that flame planet. Overgrown planet. Okay, cool. That's not bad. So what do you like to read?
I like to read like really wholesome romances.
Typical.
I mean,
Continue.
that's not all I like to read, but that's definitely like my number one. There's actually not a lot of them though. Like a lot of romances that are out there are really problematic. Like they romanticize toxic behaviors and
Yeah, I mean that's kind of
I make
what sells the fetishization of stuff like that.
yeah, that makes me drop a story really quickly. So I don't like it. I want to read something nice, not like borderline pedophilia.
Ew.
I mean, there's so many things that are like, oh, she fell in love with her teacher. Like, no, no, that is a child. Back off.
Uh. Yeah.
Or like, one partner has a really controlling behavior, and it's like, oh, isn't that so romantic how much they care about their partner and want to know where they are all the time and want to control everything that they do? And that's fucking horrifying.
I mean, it's again, it's a fantasy at the end of the day. I'm gonna praise it or, stick up for it because I think it's just it's wrong in many ways, in every way, and it doesn't really, it needs to stop. But there's nothing much we can do because again, those are just fantasies. Rather than acting on them,
Mm-hmm.
it's like rather than acting on them in real life, they can act on them in a other setting,
Story.
in a story, which I don't know which is better. Honestly, we just should just not put that as an immoral, but it's it's just
I
ultimately a
mean,
bad thing.
I do get that, but like when someone touts it as like a wholesome romance, which is what I'm after wholesome romance. It is so disturbing that they think that that is wholesome.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's not like ooh, projectile ammo. It's not it is like bad ish. I don't know. I just kind of stay away from that. Wait, is there not something else over here? God. Uh,
I mean, that's.
sit. I can sit on this.
I mean, it's
Cool.
completely fair to stay away from it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like you know, I like horror, but I don't like the gore porn and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's like,
psychological horror.
psychological horror is good, but like gore
No,
porn and stuff
yeah,
like
but
that
not
is
like.
just I mean, if it is
Yeah.
used in a way that affecting the story, then that is good. But it's just be like, oh, it's you're just watching people die horrible, violent deaths for seemingly no reason. And not the biggest fan of it, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, that has its place, but I don't really think that qualifies as horror. You aren't like horrified
I
like
mean,
existentially from just watching people get ripped apart.
if they build that character up over a long period of time, why does it keep saying there? There's nothing down there anymore. Keep saying the stranded life form, but there's no life. Whatever. Yeah. If it keeps if it's like a if a story that's not centered around it, that is just part of the world, like Berserk. Like Berserk is very violent, very gory, um, but it's a very beautiful story. At the end of the day, it's very tragic, but it fits within that world because it's not over glorification of it. It fits. That is fine. I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly okay, fine with that. Oh, and Nash. Okay, there it is. But like, if it's just gore just to be mean spirited and everything else, it's like that's not fun to read. I mean, maybe when I was an edgy teenager, it was fun to read. But now when I'm an adult, I'm like, there's real problems that I have to worry about that make me sad. Um, so it's one of those I don't particularly care for. Is there a station in this system? Yes, there is. It's over here. It's an outlaw station. Uh, I'm not. Yeah, you can go shove it, stupid pirate. Oh no, you want my cobalt? Well, too bad. Well, too bad. Yeah, I mean, like I do like romances too, but I like less of the cutesy like wholesome stuff, and more like the more realistic. Like they can be still wholesome, but like the more realistic. Like this really can
Yeah.
happen. This is not a soap opera. This really can happen, and I think I like those a lot more than the normal stuff. I forgot to do something. I forgot to put my timer up. So I'm going to set it down. How long have we been streaming? About 20 minutes or so. So I'm going to uh, 11, 12, start. Let's see where that goes. 38 minutes. That's fine. We'll start it at that for now. I completely forgot. Forgot to set up the thing, which is it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. There. Okay, now suspicious module. One thing bad about this, we can't really. This could be either really, really good or really, really bad for these suspicious modules. I think what I have right now is probably the best it's going to get. Just bounties. Not gonna do that. I don't have a fighting ship. Black market shipping and receiving. I can sell stuff here too. Yeah. Rusted metal. Go ahead and just sell that. I keep. Oh yeah, that's right. I got a thing on my back. I can just. I could just, you know, grind stuff now. Which I need
And on the
to.
less problematic on the romance front, I do also enjoy a good like fantasy adventure.
Fantasy, yeah. I mean, there are some good ones out there. I'm not going to say like they're all. I wouldn't read any of them. Um, but for the most part, like they're all pretty much samey. Like, and
Yeah.
I look at like stuff like the isekai genre. It's a genre now. It used to not be, and I hate those with a passion. I just do not like them. There are some really good ones out there. Um, and there's
Yeah,
some
but
really
it's you
clever
have to dredge through a pile of trash to get to them.
yeah, and sometimes it's just because it doesn't really sit well when I have to drudge so much to get to the really really good ones. But sometimes it's actually worth it in the end. Um, sometimes it's actually worth it. I also don't like a lot of stories with overpowered characters that much. I mean, sure I've enjoyed my fair share of shonens and stuff like that. Um, which are basically it's an overpowered character who can do anything. One Punch Man's pretty good. Mob Psycho is one of my favorite series. Both have super overpowered characters. Super overpowered
Oh,
characters.
but the part of the story where it matters, they are not overpowered.
Yeah,
Like One Punch Man is about the daily life,
Overlord's pretty good.
in which case his overpoweredness does not help him at all. Mob Psycho is also kind of storyline about the daily life in which his overpoweredness does not help him at all.
Yeah, I mean, like Overlord, um, uh, Overlord's good because it deals with like it's more like yeah he's overpowered and he's a leader, but how does he like run his kingdom or whatever? Um, I think that is I think that is really again a more clever way of using the overpowered isekai into another world, um, and stuff like that. It's just like the generic like I mean SAO
Oh,
was
hi,
pretty
Alice.
yeah yeah the world is built well and it's built around that and and over time you kind of forget that it is an isekai story because you've been there. He's like he doesn't really bring it up. He's already established. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
get yeah, and that's like I said, that's one of the good ones. But there's so many of them that are just like guy plays the video game very a lot. He gets really good at this video game. Oh, and now he gets transported there, and he is super overpowered. He is the most power. Oh my God, there's pink ships here.
Bing.
It's actually that ship. That's a gold and pink. All right, that ship that we got from the drops? I think it was yesterday we got them. The yellow ship we got, the yellow fighter. It looks like that, but it's gold and pink.
Isn't gold the rarest color?
No, I don't. I don't know. Or maybe it's bronze. It looks gold. Yeah. So yeah, like yeah, Overlord is a pretty good one. Even though it gets a lot of hate, and I kind of don't like it anymore. I like ReZero for what it was because it literally like the guy gets transported ported into a world whatever, and he's like he has been reading isekais and stuff like that. So he's like, oh, I guess I'm overpowered now, and he dies within the first like, or at least for the anime, the first like 20 minutes of the anime, he gets slaughtered, and then he has this regeneration ability where he gets kind of rewinded back. Like if he dies, he gets a checkpoint or whatever, and they use that to great depths later on in the story because it actually hurts him because he knows what's going to happen. He has to rewind time, but it also hurts him. So it's a pretty interesting take on it as well. But for the most part, the most of them are just like I am overpowered and nothing can stop me. It's a power fantasy. Those are really valid. Um, a lot of people like power fantasies. You know, I don't like power fantasies, but I can understand why people like them. Like I'm saying, that all these guys are bad. Most people read it because it's just junk food, and yeah, junk food's good. Junk food's really good. All right, abandoned building. I can get some nanites from there. Head on to the next system.
I mean, I suppose
Okay.
if we're talking manga and not just what?
Yeah. Atlas Chief says hey. So I'm like, did I
Oh,
offend them? It's like it. I mean, again, I didn't say they were bad. I say that people like different things. Like I have guilty pleasures that I like and stuff like that. Yeah, junk food has. Yeah, it does. That's why we eat it. It has taste. We drink soda instead of water because it tastes like something. It gives our taste buds time to wake up. And like, yes, water is better for you overall, but man, this grape soda tastes like something. So there's something again like junk food is really good, but too much of it can be pretty bad. Like, but I do think that if you experience a lot of junk food and get tired of it, that it makes the when you find something that's genuinely really good, way more meaningful. like when you play, if you play a lot of very bad video games for the purpose of playing very bad video games, when you play a game that is actually really really good, it makes it, it just makes it, it just makes
Better.
that game just seems so much better. You know, so like there's a lot of space games out there, but no space game, as far as I know, it's like this. I mean, there are games where you can go to planets and stuff like that, but no game is as unique as this one. I'm not saying it's the best one. There's some games that, some space games that I think just are overall like better in terms of story, in terms of like world building and stuff like that, and they're just different types of it. Let me put that in my thing. Oh, there. Let me get these nanite clusters. Then I can put this in here. Alright. Let's see if I can get to do these. So, go up top of here. Like we did last time. Right there. And then go over here. Like this. Okay. There you are. Whoop.
So that's my question of the day. Do you have one?
What do you want to do with... So Cedar Draws is a brand. We're not really hiding that. It is a business. We are officially business. We get to pay taxes at the end of the year and all that stuff. All that fun stuff that small businesses, Madden sucks, yes. I don't like football games. And if I did, I probably wouldn't like Madden. But like, what do you want Cedar Draws to do? Like, where do you want it to go? For you, what do you want it? What do you want it to do? Like for me, like obviously I've been working on trying to do something like this for years, and I just never could, get past like the monetization and the stuff like that. The selling of stuff, which I'm still having trouble with, but I'm getting better at it. But what do you want?
I
Like
mean,
what do you want it to do?
I want to get to a point where we have like a comfortable following, like people that we can talk to and that talk back to us, that like our stuff and that we do stuff for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like huge or anything. That is terrifying. Like if this takes off and we end up being huge, I will panic so hard.
Yeah.
But I just want like a comfortable community. And I mean, yes, I would like that community to buy our stuff, but more than that, I want them to want to buy it, to enjoy what we put out,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe to have some input on it.
Yeah, profitable. I mean, like we want this company to be profitable. Because as of
But
right now,
profits are only a
it's,
part of it.
yeah, profits are only part of it. I want people to genuinely enjoy what we do. Like if we don't make anything and whatever else, like yeah, we have a store and yeah, we're going to be, oh my goodness, and we're going to be taking commissions and taking commissions and
Like
stuff
if
like
we can
that.
make
And
enough, like if we can make enough to live comfortably, that's enough.
yeah, I
As
mean,
far as profits are concerned,
yeah, as far as profits are concerned,
it's not going to be.
as far
It's
as
not ever going to be like, how can we maximize profits so much that we begin to like abandon our deals or anything. It's never going to get that far.
yeah, I mean, what? I mean, yeah, obviously I want to make a comfortable living. Like, I don't care about being a millionaire. I do not care about being like the best, you know, business owner, best Twitch streamer. Like Twitch is just part of it. It is the basically fun part of the fun part of it. Um, but moreover, I mean, I just want people who come into the stream either for like a minute, 10 minutes, or just stay throughout the entire thing and follow and stuff like that, and later sub to the channel. We have those unlocked. I want people to have a good time, to get something from it. Like if they buy something, great, that's good. But I'm never ever going to beg them to buy something to help this get up. I will never ever do that. Like I will probably be living in a cardboard box before anything like that actually happens. And if it is something like that, it's like something very. It won't be begging. It'll be just like asking for stuff. If like the house burns down, or something bad like that we're trying to rebuild everything so we can continue doing our stuff. That will be the only time only time I would ever like ask, just like, hey, we need this, you know, anything can help. But besides the money, I just want to have fun. Like I don't really want to work a 9 to 5 job that doesn't treat me very well. That I've worked retail, I've worked fast food, I've worked a blue collar job. All of them started out pretty nice, pretty good, and slowly over time, God, this has a good drive range, but over time has just felt like I wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could be. It could. It's a pretty planet, but I just want to, just do what I can. Like I'm not trying to set the world on fire. I want to I want to push myself personally beyond anything. Like that's that is a challenge for right here. Like we're doing a rendezvous challenge where we are trying to find each other in this big world, big like open universe. Let's see if we find it. The stretch signal found. But the real challenge is I'm streaming 5 days straight, doing more than 2 hour streams, and that is very very stressful. But it's something that I really want to do. I want to push myself beyond my limits, and this is pushing beyond the limits. Because every time I push more, you grow more. Just like when you level up in a video game or whatever, you do the grind. You do something that you don't necessarily care about doing. Like I don't really care about doing these stress beacons and all this other stuff, but it adds to the content. It makes me more money, more nanites and stuff like that, so I can, be rather wealthy and stuff in the game, so I can continue, and it helps me out. So you sit there and do the grind so you can level up your person, and then be something at the end of the day. It's another one of these. Looks like he crashed. Ooh, it's a hauler too. That is really nice. But yeah, it's getting to a place where I feel proud. Well, I mean, I do feel proud of what I do.
I hope so.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do feel proud of what I do and everything. But I want to do something that my parents tried to do, and they gave up. Like my mom wanted to be a singer, wanted to be a vocalist, wanted to be, something, dancer, what have you. But uh, but she gave up. She she tried and she didn't do it. She tried being an author. She tried being an illustrator, like what I'm doing here. Well, not really right to do it here, but she ultimately just quit. She she got to me. She got too drawn back by all the drawbacks and stuff like that, and just kind of gave up. And I don't want to do that. I want to make this a living. I want to be able to have fun, be able to work my ass off, uh, to get there, and doing stuff like this, where it is really hard on my, well, not necessarily as hard. Like it hasn't been that much of an issue, but a couple of years ago, if I tried to do this, I would not be able to make it that far. To be honest, um, I probably made it maybe a day or two, and it'd be just like I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Um, but here I am on day 4, and we've been streaming almost 5 hours every single day. Today we're not streaming 5 hours. We're only streaming for 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours a day, because it is a rest day, and I want to make sure that you know, we're good mentally. So I'm gonna scrap this shit. But that's basically what I want. I want to have a community, to have people to talk to have people to have fun with, to do community game nights. Um, yes, claim it. Just to have fun doing this. Profits will probably, if you start off doing stuff like that, profits will come. Like people will start to buy stuff. People will like our stuff enough to buy merchandise and everything else. Like that is kind of whatever. Like it's good to have that, and it is money, and it keeps you going at the end of the day. It keeps you where you continue to go to do stuff. But it's not the most important thing about it. Never has been for me. Like if I work at a part-time job and I still have to like ooh, get the all reports out of here. And I still have to, work at a part-time job just to do this. I'm perfectly fine with it. Um, and nothing's really going to change that. But anyway, that's kind of what I want from the brand of Cedar Draws. Just to have fun. Again with the radiant pillar. All right, so I'm sitting at 14 million.
Does the chat have any questions?
Let's see. Ooh. Where did it go? Oh. I still need to get those from nanites. It's a good nanites. Oh, I could just go to here. But yeah, that's what I wanted to push myself. Prefer non-gaming or art-based activities. Art-based activities would be cool. Like, I mean, again, we're going to be playing games a little bit more, on streaming and stuff like that. But I also want to like, this is whoop, I am an artist at the end of the day, and that's what I want to do mostly is draw. But if I can't come up with anything to draw or anything to really do drawing wise that's not going to be entertaining, then I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to say like, oh, I can play a game or whatever and have some fun. Like this month is the spooky month, so besides playing No Man's Sky, I'm gonna be doing some horror game streams occasionally throughout the month. I'm hoping I can get people together to do a campfire stream on Halloween. I don't know if it will happen this year or not. It might have to happen next year. Sadly, but it's something that I'm looking forward to.
Oh, he wants to know what you like to do besides art and gaming.
I read it. I just read it. I was just finishing my statement. What I like to do besides art and gaming? Uh, I mean, reading is one thing, but mostly I do game and draw. That's basically most like it. What I do. I like to go walk. I like to explore. Like I just moved to a new city. At the beginning of this year, so I've been basically exploring that as much as I can. But the city is huge, so I've only probably conquered maybe 20% of it. Um, I mean, I'm trying to think what do I mean. I do play. I used to play. I used to be very competitive into Yu-Gi-Oh, the card game, and I still am. But I play on Master Duels now, which is a video game. So I don't think.
RC cars.
Yeah, we got RC cars. RC cars are kind of like one of those things where it's there and it's not, but it's a very expensive hobby. I tend to pick up one or two new hobbies every single year without fail. Like RC cars has been a very very good hobby of mine, but then again, it is something that it's like 2 or 3 days. I'll take my RC cars out, run them, have fun, and then I just put them away because like I know that if I break them or whatever, it's gonna cost some money to fix them. It's not like a
So
main
what?
hobby. Um,
So
but it
what
is
hobby did you pick up this year?
well, well, if you might ask, I look at Indigo over there, tarantula. Uh, if you didn't know me and my business partner friend Rose, we both bought tarantulas this year, baby tarantulas, and we're going to raise them. Um, we're going to raise them as well as we can. Um, and even though it doesn't seem like a hobby, um,
Oh, it's a hobby.
yeah, when I was researching like the husbandry of raising a tarantula and everything, it turns out it is a hobby. Like people raise hundreds of these things, and although I only have one, yeah, no, they're a hobby. Like the tarantula raising, arachnids and stuff like that is a hobby because you collect like Pokemon cards. You collect different species. You learn how the husbandry works because each species is different to raise than the other. Some of them you need to have like a high humidity and a different enclosure setup for them to survive, and some of them like don't like normal food, so you have to go out and find them, find special food for them and stuff like that. It's very different. And some of them have like very pretty colors. Like I have the Vespa color, this Caribbean Vespa color,
Versicolor.
Versicolor. I don't know what to call it, Vespa color, which changes colors every time it molts, or it changes designs. At least. I think it's blue up until it reaches semi-adult, and it starts to become like a bunch of reds, pinks, purples, greens, blues. So every time it molts, the design on its abdomen changes colors, and so it's fun to raise them up because they become a completely different spider once they hit maturity. And they're also one of the oddballs of how they act. They're very very odd. So they don't act like normal tarantulas sometimes. They just act very weird, which can be very stressful for somebody who is just starting out like me raising one. Um, but that being said, for me it's a pet right now. But I'm already thinking about getting me another one because they are very cheap. They're very cheap to
And
maintain,
easy to take care of.
and they're really relatively easy to take care of, and the spiders themselves are pretty cheap as well. Like I think the most expensive one I saw at my local reptile shop was $200. Um, but
Your Goody Sapphire.
Big Cutie Sapphire or something like Cutie Sapphire. But the Giddy Sapphire Ornamental, which is the one of the spiders I want to raise at some point, but they are old world, which are more. They're not only expensive, but they're harder to raise. So I have to make sure I'm prepared to raise it. Um,
Yeah, they have a bit more stringent environmental requirements.
and they're
They
all
are more dangerous.
yeah
They're more
they're
venomous. They're faster.
they are the most venomous tarantula out there. Like they can't really kill you unless you have health problems. Um, but they can if they do you can't hold them. You cannot hold them. You're not supposed to hold them. Um, so but they are very 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 pretty to look at, and they're just fun to watch. That's why I want one. And also again, it's a challenge. I like challenging myself, putting myself further and further, challenge myself even further to go beyond. So if I get like into a hobby, I want to challenge myself in different ways, and that is something that is going to be a very good challenge for me when I get there. I want to raise, I want to at least raise Indy up to adulthood before even consider buying one. Excuse me. So, eh, so that's where I'm at right now with the with that hobby. Um, but when your main hobby is the focal point of your business and is your job, you kind of want to have a bunch of other hobbies that you can kind of go off to and do other things. So that's kind of what a good thing about having a bunch of hobbies is that if I get bored of one, I can just go to another one, and I have to refer back to drawing or whatever else because again, drawing is my job or part of my job. Oh, vortex cubes, really? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go here. This site of interest. But yeah, I mean, again, I just want to make it comfortable. That I don't care about being a millionaire. I don't care about being the absolute best streamer possible because it is one part of my brand. It's not the part. It's not like the focal point of my job. So, oop, there it is. So I just wanna have fun. What about you, Rose?
What do you mean? What are my hobbies?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's a really broad hobby, but I adore crafting things. Like all sorts of things, all sorts of crafts.
I mean, you're into crochet too.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah. And there is going to be one item in our store at some point that's going to be a crocheted item. It's going to be a limited edition. But oh,
But yeah, I crochet is my go-to for yarn crafting. I've recently learned resin crafting.
more detail,
I've
please.
done so. I mean, I mean,
Crochet. What do you like to
what
crochet?
detail do you want?
Like, what do you like to crochet?
All sort. I really love amigurumi, which is basically little monsters and stuff. I mean, not necessarily monsters. It's like little plushies. Um, I don't know how to explain it beyond that. It's just so like the first thing I ever crocheted is I have it on my desk. I have a little amigurumi cupcake.
Hmm.
and it's a little it's a little pink cupcake that's made out of yarn. It's not really more complicated than that. I haven't really gotten into it, but I do want to make like crochet socks. But everything I find for it, I am still like a beginner crocheter. Like I only know like the 6 beginner stitchers, and I'm working on practicing them. Uh, but like all of the sock things, because I do want to crochet socks, but all of them are like intermediate to advanced. So I'm a bit nervous about actually, like buying a uh what's the word? Pattern, and then not knowing half of the stuff that I need to be able to do it.
Hmm. I just found the grave of the Ocean King in the middle of space, and I have received a gift.
Oh, how nice.
Carbonized snake nest fossil sample. What if I can give that? Yeah, I mean that's kind of the whole point. It's like how this all started was I was sitting there talking to Rose. It's like I've tried so many times, I just can't do it. And I explained all the reasons, like all the stuff that's been getting in the way, and she's like, "Yeah, you know all those things. I like doing those. Like math, I hate math. I hate numbers." They're like, "Yeah, I love numbers." So I'm like, "Yeah, just whoop, it's awesome." So I was like, "Do you want to try to do this?" It's like, "Yeah, sure." So we did the whole rigmarole of getting a brand together and getting a business together, and you know, here we are. We're making a bunch of stuff for. We have an Etsy store. It's a exclamation point store in the chat if you want to see it. But we created our own little characters that we
Well, you created our own little characters.
I mean you created them. Like remember last year we put them as emotes in the FC Discord. You designed them. Those are yours. We just took them and went crazy with it. So
Yeah, the slimes.
the slimes, the little slimes.
So like I think almost exactly a year ago, Stina was like, "Man, I want to make emotes, but I don't know what I want to make emotes of. Do you have anything you want emotes of?" And I'm like, "Slimes."
Yeah, she likes slimes. Don't know the reason, and I just don't question it. She just likes slime. So,
I think they're adorable.
well, yeah, because you made them adorable. You turned them into characters. We got minute 40 left.
Yeah, Stina keeps telling me I'm a character artist now, and it's terrifying.
I mean, we split the design process between the both of us. We're coming up with these things because we have a lot of them. We have like over 50 at this point, and and it is one of those. It is one of those things that we are, um, that we're constantly making. We're kind of trading the design process between the both of us. Like she designed some, and I designed the other ones, other sets, and it's a lot of fun. Like seeing what she comes up with. Ooh, Joy Boy. But I already made you one. I made you the Daka slime.
Yeah, that was for your birthday.
Like Warhammer 40k, like neither one of us are really into, so I don't think we will be able to successfully like
Do it
portray.
justice.
do it justice. Like I did do the DACA signs, but it took me like a long time of research and reading a little bit on the history of them in order to get it to look that good. And of course, also look at some old and new artwork from the Warhammer 40k stuff to get it. And plus, we don't want to do like because we are doing some Pokemon themed ones in November, but we're not selling them as Pokemon themed, just so that Nintendo
Yeah,
doesn't come and kill us. So it's one of those things like
copyright's a bit.
yeah, copyright's a bit off for something like that. So if we do something like that, all right, it is time. It is time
But
for
it's
the challenge.
time.
It is time for challenges. All right,
All
moving
right,
over
roll
here
that
to the.
beautiful beam footage.
All right, let's see what we both get. Oh,
Tell us what horrors await us.
enemy is set to weak.
Yes!
So enemy strength is now set to weak. Apply difficulty changes. Which means when the next one rolls around, which is enemy strong, it's going to go back to standard.
No, it
So
goes all the way up to challenging, I think.
okay, yeah, that's right. It goes challenging. So
That's kind of why we want the hard ones first, is because later it becomes easier.
yeah, but we have the easy ones first.
But,
So this thing is set
well,
to
and any ease at this point is good.
yeah. I mean, we're not like
Because we've gotten.
I think I've almost died.
Sorry.
Um, start that. There we go. Well, yeah, I almost died a few times today. So, all right, we're gonna put this back up. All right. Okay, so we already are on permadeath. So, all right, how much nanites? I got 392 nanites. Might do a next mission or two to get some more. I don't think they had any. Oh, so
Okay, I've got cold thermal protection installed.
yeah, I don't have no protection. I'm just in the elements hyperdrive module for. Uh,
I'm.
oof.
I went and made the nanites so I could buy all 4 of them.
Yeah, I don't have any slime to grind into it. I have pugnium, but that only makes one. So that's almost useless. Uh,
I mean, it's the same with the slime. It's just it piles up so much that it becomes worth it.
yeah. I mean, it is
Especially if you
good,
got a personal refinery, you can just do it on the go.
which I do have. So, all right, I'm probably gonna go to the next to do some missions for nanites.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did a double nanite mission, so I got like 600, and that paid for it.
Yeah.
I lost my ship, guys. I lost my ship.
No, you didn't. Go find it. It's there, looking at you. Or it's crying because it's depressed. Oh, Indigo refused food. So I got in this morning,
Oh,
took the cricket out. So I'm gonna try again in a few days. Because maybe he didn't see it, even though it's right there at his entrance. Which means he is
almost
getting ready.
definitely
He's getting
bolting.
yeah, he's getting ready to molt. So I'm gonna try again in like a few days to see if oh that's not okay. This one's got
Oh, I didn't get to check on her this morning. How's Cinnamon doing?
um she was on the side this morning when I woke up and I took the food, I cleaned out Indy's enclosure. She was on the side of the glass just hanging out. Just crawled on the side of the glass, just hanging out there. Her and Indy both are on
Wonder
the
why
side of the
she's on the.
glass. She's not
Wonder why
now.
she's on the sides so much.
She's not now. I mean, she's a spider. Like yesterday, we went to Petco, where the pets go, and we were just looking around because I wanted to see if they have mealworms and how much are mealworms. To give them something other than crickets, and they didn't have any mealworms there. Well, they did, but they were
Well, they
dead.
did. They just had the already dead ones.
Yeah, which we need the live ones. Um, so all right, where am I supposed to go? Survey a planet. Here. Okay, but went there and it's like I heard that they did have tarantulas there, so I wanted to kind of see what they had, and it looks like they
They don't
had.
even tell you what kind you're getting.
Yeah, they just say fancy tarantulas. So the both of them they had were there. One was underneath cork bark, so I couldn't really see what it was, and one was on the side of the glass, which looked like a curly haired. I'm not sure, but it looked like a curly hair. And curly hair is a terrestrial, which means it's on the ground, but it's on the side of the glass because spiders.
Yeah, they had it in a boreal enclosure.
Yeah, but they had it in just a standard enclosure. They didn't have like a. It wasn't like an
Well,
arboreal.
uh, terrestrial and semi-arboreal enclosures need like 50% substrate. Uh, Fossorial tarantulas need 70, 75, 66 to 75% substrate. And arboreals need like 25% substrate. So like a quarter of the thing.
Yeah.
They had like a very tiny layer of dirt, like not enough for an arboreal enclosure.
All right. I need to scan some rocks.
But don't forget to see Iteration Helios if you need nanites.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to him after I'm gonna go to turn this in. I've been scanning a lot. I'm just gonna scan everything in sight. Where is more minerals? There's something. Uh, that's the same as the other one. There you go. I need. God, I need 6 more. There's.
So why don't you tell the chat what tarantulas you want?
The Brazilian black. That's the one I almost bought yesterday, but I was like, nope, not time yet. I don't have $140, so I cannot buy it right just yet. That is, that is for a little bit later, and obviously the Goody Sapphire ornamental. That's my like quote unquote in-game tarantula. But you know like the Arizona blonde, the Texas brown. Oh, I am hitting things. Arizona blonde or the Texas slash Oklahoma brown. Um, but for the most part, like I don't have a whole lot that I actually want besides those.
No?
Um, so I mean, there's probably more out there. There's one that I think is illegal to have if you're an American. If you're in America.
The Brazilian jewel.
Yeah, the Brazilian jewel, which is very very pretty, but I don't know the legality.
Endangered.
Well, they are. Well, yeah. So is the Goody Sapphire. Like it's literally the only way you can see them is in captivity now, because they're like made their way to a very small part of the you know mainland.
Yeah.
So, but like yeah, it is. What is? Oh, this is dihydrogen crystals. Uh, where?
There are a couple that I want. So I really, really love the dwarf tarantulas. Like, I know the idea of having a tarantula is they're these really big spiders, but but the dwarf ones are just so adorable to me. The one I have right now, the Ceracosmus elegans, is a Trinidad dwarf tarantula. I think is adorable. It's got a little heart on its abdomen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my second choice, if they didn't have that one, was a Trinidad pink, which is also a dwarf. The third one I wanted is actually probably higher up the list on what I want, but it's slightly harder to take care of. It's like the advanced level of beginner is the pumpkin patch tarantula, which is also a dwarf. As far as tarantulas that I want that are not dwarves, I I kind of want uh the desert blonde because it's super chill, easy to take care of, and you can handle it if the spider is feeling, you know, amenable. And for the same reasons, Brazilian white knee,
Is it the Mexican white knee
yeah,
or
white.
Mexican
I
white
think
knee
it's
or
Brazilian. Might be no Mexican red knee,
yeah?
but no, I want the Brazilian white one.
Ah,
Again, it's very docile. You can handle it if the spider is feeling amenable, and it's really pretty. It's got these white bands on its legs.
yeah. Most of my spiders, like, I mean, I'm not against dwarf spiders, but it's like all the ones I want are relatively big. Like, they have a bird eater at our. My obsession with dwarves is rubbed off. Well, she likes small and cute things. She doesn't really like big stuff, so it fits her very well for having small, like in the small spiders. I mean, like I do have to say, like between indigo and cinnamon, I think cinnamon it looks the most striking. At least right now, because Indy is still he has it, when he molts, he won't be like very shiny and pretty until he molts.
I mean, also, Cinnamon is one of very, very few tarantulas that has their adult patterns as a spiderling, which is why she's so striking in comparison right now, because they're both spiderlings and she has her patterns.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a thing about those things. Like most spiderlings, like they look completely different when they're adults. Like I was looking at the Brazilian blacks at the thing store yesterday, and they were all like brown. They weren't like having the black yet, which is I mean it is what it is. All right, I need to go in here. There we go. Oh my goodness, I wish I could have that as a pet. But these are like they're dangerous. No, they're green. Uh, okay, discover plants 7 and 8. Okay, that should be relatively easy. Uh, there we go. Scan life and minerals. I think this is the one I hate the most, which is like locate planetary hotspots. I don't like doing this at all, especially on a mostly water planet. All right.
Hiccup.
Hmm.
I hiccuped.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. But yeah, that's kind of the new quote unquote hobby. Although I'm not taking it as a hobby, I'm just like raising a pet basically.
Yeah.
Because like it's one of those like
Well, it might be a hobby if you keep wanting more.
I mean yeah, true. If I have all 5 of them that I want, then that's technically considered a hobby at that point. Um,
Mm-hmm.
especially if I breed them so I can keep more of them, then it might be. But it's but right now it's just like I wanted to know because I saw one at I saw it at the conservatory when we had some family come down and we took them to the conservatory and there was a tarantula there. I don't know what it was. I think it was it just a standard Arizona. Maybe it was a something else.
He turns to me and is like, "Can I have one?" I'm like, "Yes."
No, you weren't there. You didn't come in that room. Um,
No, you
when
you turned to me. Oh, when we went to the
we
aquarium,
went,
you did it again.
was it aquarium? Because like I was looking at them, and then we went to the conservatory first. I looked at it. I was like, how hard is it to keep one of these? Just curiosity. How hard it is it to keep one of these? And it turns out they're the easiest. I thought they were really difficult to take care of because you had to have a because they had to have a right here. Okay, because they had to have a certain thing, just kind of like reptiles do. And turns out no, they're. Oh, I can't stay on top of this. That sucks. Turns out they're one of the easiest pets to take care of. They're borderline brain dead. Um, and they're also interesting. So I was like, I started researching how to take care of them and stuff like that, and we went to the aquarium. I'm like, I'm gonna get a spider. Are you are you a arachnophobic? You're like, no. I'm like, I'm getting a spider probably. Like, okay, go for it. I want to see how easy these things are to take care of. And now I have one, and he scares the crap out of me.
Ish the babu.
Yep, he is just a baby. And our versicolors are known to like be relatively finicky when they're younger. Like they could just die for basically anything. So I'm every time he does something that's very different, I'm like, oh my goodness, he's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die, and he could. So this is what fatherhood is like when you first get your kid. You're scared that any little thing will come to harm the kid, harm him and hurt him, and you're like, I'm stressed out all the time. And then you get your
I
second
mean,
kid,
you're not wrong.
and then you get your second kid, and you're like, yeah, whatever. Just don't. We'll just
I remember
let
when
let him eat paint.
I remember when Ash was first born. You hear all these horror stories about like sudden infant death syndrome,
Yep.
and like if they lay wrong or if they roll over and there's something, they can just die. And it was so terrifying at the beginning.
Hmm.
And then they live for a while and you're like, okay, okay, we're probably good.
Yeah. That's my parents say. It was they're very stressed out when I was born because I was the first. And oh, I need to put a signal booster down. Uh, because they say like when I was born because I was there first. They're like they were so stressed out for the first year that I was alive because they're like, oh, you coughed the wrong way, you laid the wrong way, you would always lay on your stomach, even if we turned you back around. Like I was very odd as a child, and also I was born, I think, 6 months early. I was supposed to be born
So,
at,
you,
yeah, I was
there's
born,
no way.
yeah, I was born
You
way
wouldn't have been
earlier.
formed enough for anything.
6 months early? Yeah, I was born 6 months early. That's why I'm so small. Like I'm very very tiny, and it's a deformity that caused from being basically, you know, I was supposed to be born in like November, I think November December, but I was born in May, and that's why my arms are so small and stuff like that. I can't seem to get it right. It's like a deformity um, that I have because I was born born so born so early. But anyway, like because of that, it's freaked him out. My brother was born; he was a very healthy baby. There was no complication with him whatsoever, and they're like, "Yeah, let the man eat paint. Why not? He'll learn." Like it was very laid back. He was very very laid back when my brother was born, and opposed to when I was born, according to my parents. So
Let him eat paint.
yeah, so it is oh, check the nights. So that's kind of how it was for me. All right, and I go here, upload this so I can get my units, my units,
Units.
my units. All right. Oh, so speaking of books we bought yesterday. You bought a book yesterday. We bought a light
I bought
novel.
3 books yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Tier Moon Empire.
Okay. You want to say why you decided to buy that?
So I've read the beginning of the story, and I really like it. Um, I'm a sucker for villainous stories, and it's not really a villainous story. It's only tangentially related. But I'm also a sucker for like reincarnation stories, especially when the reincarnator is not like an isekai person. So in Tier Moon Empire, the protagonist is a princess of an empire, and she's a very entitled brat. And the first go around, she gets executed. That's where the story starts, is her execution and then going back to being a 10-year-old. And it's so funny because she's not really a good person. But in order to like avoid execution, she starts doing like all these good things. But the story makes sure to remind you that she is doing this entirely selfishly, and it's really funny. Like and she goes to like a slum in town. Is like, we need to prevent plague here, so let's build a hospital. And she has people that pretty much do this for her because she is an idiot. But she's convinced everyone around her that she's this really, really wise, benevolent ruler to be. And it is so hilarious to see them all like being like, oh, she's a genius to have noticed this. And in the meantime, she's just like, that plague was the start of the downfall.
So it's a comedy.
Yeah.
I wonder if they made a animation based off of it, or how
I
popular.
don't think so. As far as I know, the manga that they've made is only up to the end of the first volume of the light novel.
I
And
mean,
I
like,
haven't caught up with that, so I get to read a lot more of the light
yeah.
novel. But usually they don't do anime adaptations until they've confirmed that the manga does well.
ReZero was only a light novel. It became a manga after an anime.
ReZero is shonen.
No, ReZero is a light novel, and it was a
No,
web
it's shonen.
it was a web novel. No, ReZero is not a shonen.
I mean, it appeals to boys more than girls.
Well, yeah,
Things that things things that are like for boys or for the whole family have a better chance than things that girls are attracted to if boys don't also feel that same attraction. It's just a better business move.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's going to because every time I see like series that are like in manga form or light novel form that are in Barnes and Noble, so they make it if it's popular enough to make it over to the West, it's going to be something. It might be an anime at some point.
I mean, I sincerely hope so because it is hilarious, it is adorable, and it is a good story. Like it's got some political implications and stuff to follow. It's not like hard to follow, but it's got some stuff there.
I mean, yeah. Let's hope that they don't ruin it though, because I know that some things they'll ruin the anime, and it's very very sad.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, I at least know light novels exist and I can enjoy those. I'd be sad if they ruined it for anyone that didn't like know what it was. Like they've only like know that the anime existed, give it a try, and they didn't put enough effort into it because they didn't think it was gonna do well. But it is at its heart a comedy, which I think anime does very well. So if it does get an anime adaptation, I think it should be fine.
I am looking. So there's an A class. There's an A class explorer ship right here.
Ooh,
It has it's 9 million. It's 9.9 million. Its hyperdrive
okay.
range starts at 179.7. So I know it's going to get a lot more when I add
Ooh,
the upgrades to it. But I also do know that scrap your ship is coming up. I don't know if I should trade my ship I have now for it because I can't go and get the radiant pillar and then come back and then trade that in for it. But I can get outright buy
can
it.
you just
Yeah, I
I
can
mean, if you
outright.
can outright buy it, I would do that and then just go in and get the scrap for your radiant pillar. So it's effectively trading it in just with an extra step.
True, true. And also I have some way to like look for another S upgrades to put it into here so that if I happen to lose this ship, then you know what? I got 15 million. I can get more. I'm just gonna. It's my ship now. Um, so I'm gonna go buy this S rank upgrade. I think it's over here. I believe it's over here. If I'm gonna take off all the upgrades and put them into um this ship and see how far it goes. There, I got a S rank upgrade. Now I'm out of nanites again, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Dun, dun, boom. Oh no, wait. There. All right, this should get me about 50%. Uh, yeah, I need to start moving all the upgrades over to here. I mean, I can probably install. I need a need tritium and wiring loom. That I can go. Need to move my stuff from my other ship over to here. All right, need wiring. Need antimatter, wiring loom. Yes, I can do that real quick. Let's see. Oh, I need 5 antimatters. Okay. Okay. I need more chromatic metal, so I'm gonna put that in there. Hopefully, it gives me some. So this here. All right. So need to delete 2 resonators and a wiring loom. Where is the wiring loom? Not wiring loom. Here. Whew.
Sorry about that.
What happened?
Air.
Oh. Yeah. I don't. There is no magnetic resonators here. But there is wiring looms. I know. I know there's wiring looms here. Yeah. Goodbye. Alright, now I'm going to this. Need a magnetic
If you want, once I'm done with the first volume of Tomb and Empire, I can lend it to you.
Alright, now
I
I
don't
need to
know
go.
if it's really up your alley.
I mean, it's also like it is a light novel. Um, it's one of those I have to figure out my schedule so I can actually um read it at a consistent pace. Um, why
I
not?
mean, what do you think about setting up like a household reading night?
Uh, household maybe like for read night for like me and you, maybe. Um, but again, having something that's scheduled and stuff like that, can be like we have to schedule it in a way where it's like it's consistent enough. Like once a week is not going to be enough. Um, so all right, I need to put stuff in here. Uh, but
I
I mean,
mean,
I
fair,
don't mind
but
having I don't mind having a reading day where we sit there and read. But there's some stuff I still got to catch up on. That I need to basically I need to catch up on some stuff before I start reading other things and adding more stuff to the list. So
yeah, that's fair.
I don't really need the portable refinery, or do I? Oh, cool. My defeater got a magnetic resonator. Uh, Herox. It's worth 50k. Some gold. Lurium. This can be useful. Take these, put it in here. These right here will be useful. Okay. I don't have much more space. All right, go out of here. Put it into here. This has way more space. So, put the portable refiner in here. Put this here. That here. Gold. The platinum. Silver. Rawr. Uh,
Yes, I have a kid.
yep. You do have a kid. So I need to. The signal booster is going to go in my ship as well. Yes, good. I have some good chromatic metal, so I'm good on that. Uh, I can actually install this now. So this is installed. There. Oh, this is wiring loom. I need some tritium. Okay. So I can't remove that until I install it with some tritium. Does my freighter have any tritium? No, it doesn't. All right. Is that everything? No, this right here goes here too. Tritium goes, excuse me, there as well. This. Uh. Yeah, let's go here too. And then I go back to the other one and get the upgrades from it, rip them apart, and then, or two of them at least. Which one? Hyperdrive, 220, 230. Let's see. Can I package them? Yeah, store. Oh, make it, put it over here. Right here, there. That should fix it. Now I'll keep the big one in there, the better one in there, just in case I have to go back to the ship, back to that ship, which I will. I do like what they're doing in a new in the next little update. They're adding these they're adding these like
Hmm?
random they're adding these like random like overclocked slots for your technology into ships and multi-tools. So basically like it's a way to like focus on min-maxing because that overclock slot you put like an upgrade in there, put like a hyperdrive thing in there, it boosts it like by a lot, like
Ooh.
by an insane amount. I was watching a video this morning. He put one into a hyperdrive thing on an S rank, and it boosted like 300 or 400 light years. And so yeah, he had it maxed out with like at 2,000 something light year jumps. That is insane. Like right now, the new ship I just got, my hyperdrive range right now with all the S rank upgrades is 1,518.8 light years hyperdrive range, which is good, very very good. Um, there, and it also has a shield, deflector shield, which is nice for when I'm focusing on pirates. I need to get some trillium so I can finish up the upgrades for the efficient thrusters and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm hoping we can figure out what to do with scrap ships because like I want the possibility of me losing this ship, but I don't want like, oh, I know in the future I'm going to lose this ship. So again, I think we should roll for whoever gets it. Like if I get it, that's fine. Um, but again, I want it to be like this is scary. Like this is scary. But I won't be like, oh, I know I'm going to have the ship, but I know in the future I'm going to lose it anyway. So I won't have this very much longer. Um, but again, I think we should talk about that. Well, maybe if the challenge comes up in 23 minutes, we'll be doing that. Uh, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. All right. All right. So I'm gonna go to get some tritium real quick, and also I can see with this ship because I like to fly ships in third person, and the ship I had earlier had like a big, tall like cabin on it where I couldn't see over it.
Ah.
So this one's really nice because it's nice and flat, and it's also blue. It's always a plus. It just so happened to be blue. But I think it's a really really good purchase. Um, all right, get everything set up. My damage potential is like 54 though. It's horrible, but shield strength is 247.8. The maneuverability is 424.8, so it is really, really good at everything but fighting, which is what it's meant to be.
Fair.
So, all right. So now I also need warp cores. That's right. I need to make a few of those to fill up to 100%. Right now it's at 50. So, two of those, two of those. All right. So this is going to be put it at 84%. So one more. That right there. That right there. Right there. So what are you hitting up right now?
I'm selling stuff.
Selling stuff.
Yep.
Having fun? Making all that money?
I had salvaged glass, so I just sold a bunch of the stuff that came out of it, and now I get to run over and sell the upgrades for nanite.
Uh, yeah. One thing I don't have with this ship, I don't have an emerald drive. So
The Indian drive.
Danium drive. All right, I have. So that is something that, yeah, I'll need. Go ahead and put it in there. But I don't have enough emerald to put it in there, and don't have enough wire. Go buy 5 wiring looms. That's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna, I guess, just stop at this station right here.
Okay.
Oh, I need more nanites. This is the contraband agent.
And thankfully the uh Sentinel upgrades still sell for a lot of nanites. Like I just sold 4 for 2,000.
I mean, or are you just destroying Sentinel stuff?
Yeah, you just get the salvage glass, try to get the upgrade modules out of them. You can sell the other stuff for units, and then you turn in the upgrade modules for nanites.
Hmm.
It's a pretty good.
I mean, I'm not really fighting Sentinels. Is there a navigation thing here where I can get navigational coordinates? I don't think so. I think this guy aftermarket upgrades. That's all he does. So yeah, I gotta find another system for that. Do I have? I don't have another one. I do have navigation data, but I don't have another thing. That sucks. All right, all right. Onward to the next galaxy then. All right.
I like how a lot of this run through is just figuring out how to efficiently grind stuff.
I mean, that's kind of what the game is. You want to efficiently grind certain things.
Okay. Yeah, 167.
Brass, copper, cobalt. Nice.
944. Oh, if you get a stellar extractor in your freighter, most systems let you extract chromatic metal.
I haven't really been upgrading my freighter, like at all.
Fair enough.
Oh, the freighters do tell you how much hyperdrive range they have. It's just because it was, I guess, it was glitched, or we hit something, a milestone, to get the hyperdrive added onto it. Mine goes 116.0 hyperdrive range. So I'm sticking with my ship. Uh, let's see. Don't think. Pulse launch thrusters upgrade. I don't care. Anybody need that? I mean, it is kind of sad that I got the my very first system that I spawned in. I got a S rank upgrade, or S rank
Multi-tool.
multi tool. So all levels, I just don't even have to look at it. Just go straight past them. But travelers, if they come across them, I could find them. I don't think I have anything to sell. I don't know why I go there. Here. All right. Where it is? Secure sites of interest. Let's do that. I need to find some sentinels. Manufacturing facility detected. Eh. Oh, there's another pink fighter.
Ooh.
Woohoo! Oh. So what are you gonna do when you stop streaming? After stream?
Oh, I think I want to play Red Dead today.
Okay. Okay. I wanna. We'll see if you want to try to go on a walk, or you're not feeling like it. So I haven't took the dog out for a walk in a few days. I want to try to do that. I just want to know if you want to come with.
I mean, I can try. It's. I might end up cutting your walk short, though.
I mean, you could probably stay here. If it's really that bad.
My lungs are not being very nice today.
Yeah.
And I'm tired, which is probably only compounding the problem.
Nah, it's fine. You're alright. I need to have my walk to get my bones up and running.
Yeah.
Because we're not. Wait.
Wait.
Because, like, I don't. So I had the bolt caster, the blast javelin, the mining beam, the train manipulator. Oh, there it is. It's an alt weapon. Okay. Alright, cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Continue.
I saved a freighter and they gave me a cargo bulkhead upgrade so I can upgrade my freighter's inventory.
Ooh. That's really good. I still. Where are you at?
Where am I at?
Where are you at? I am fighting sentinels to get the glass. Is that it? Is that it? Oh, come on. Yeah, come at me. No, you didn't get there fast enough, Mr. Healthbot. That's what I thought. Oh, you're firing off grenade launchers. Grenades. Yeah, die.
Okay.
Alright, get you out there. Okay.
Display. Or deploy. Expandable. Bulkhead. Brighter. Inventory size increased. Beautiful.
Alright. It's getting a little hairy, so I'm heading in here.
Okay, so it was like a
Oh,
million units
that's how you
plus
do the
a
plasma
sellable.
launcher.
Is it the one you have to hold?
And no, you just hit the Oh, that's so cool. Oh no, that's so cool.
Oh.
No, you just press the shoulder button because it's a secondary weapon. That's cool. I've never first aid. That's good.
Oh, that is beautiful.
What?
Sorry.
No, what?
My freighter mission that just came back gave me 500 chromatic metal and 441 activated cadmium, so I can make even more.
Oh, make you more of the.
Yeah, I'm good on chromatic metal for a while.
I think I have 327. All right, got a lot of pugnium, salvage glass, this. Okay, that's cool. Got 3 hydraulic wirings, which I'll need, and sentinel exosuit fragment, so I can probably sell that for a couple nanites. This projectile ammo. Like this salvage glass. I'm just gonna sit here and just grind sentinels.
I've done it a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you something else to do. Hitting milestones is good, but they keep popping up, and like I'm trying to do stuff. Although it's not as bad as it used to be. It used to be like once that thing comes up, everything was off limits. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
So, but now it's. What do you? Oh. I like shooty shooty bang bang explosions. It's so fun.
Oh, I forgot to check my
Alright, the doggies are coming out, so I need to go back in here.
quad servos.
Yep. Alright, let's see what I have in the.
Yes. Still extractor.
Got some
Yeah, so my
geosite.
stellar extractor core just gave me 350 more chromatic metal. I am set.
I got quad servos. Uh, what are quad
They're really
servos?
only good for selling.
Yeah, there.
If you want, you can keep them for if you get that one Nexus mission that wants to get quad servos. Because they
I
like
mean,
never spawn enough dogs when you get that mission.
yeah. Journey milestone. I don't care. All right. Still need to gather some emerald. Excuse me. So,
Yes, yes.
all right. Now I'm gonna go collect my nanites. From the mission. 6 minutes until our next thing, and then we're gonna go for a little while longer. We're going for about 55 more minutes. So at the top of the hour, we'll do another challenge, the final one. All right. So, have you been enjoying Mob Psycho 100? Because we've
Yeah.
been watching it together for the past few days. Really want to see what season two's like, because you saw the first 2 episodes. So,
I enjoyed it a lot more than I enjoyed Attack on Titan.
I mean, it's again, it's more up your alley. It's not dark and mysterious and all that other stuff. It's just oh, it's just
It's fun.
it's just fun.
I have more appreciation for the like slice of life bit of it than I do for the action bit, but
I
that's
mean,
just me.
I mean, a slice of life
Like,
is mostly what it is. I mean, obviously, it does have fight scenes in it, and
yeah.
I mean, it is a quote unquote shonen, even though it's not shonen. I know One Punch Man was a shonen since on Jump. Not sure if Mob Psycho was or not. I'm not sure where it was published at, um, but yeah, Mob Psycho I think is better than One Punch Man because there is fighting there and it is glorious when it happens, but it's like not the main focal point of it.
Yeah.
All right, I got 2,700 nanites. I am good. Oh, there's a white and pink ship here. 8 million. I could technically. Oh, not yet. Not anymore. It's a B class. It's a white, pink ship. This will be your fighter on your main account.
Oh.
Yeah, if we had it. All right,
I
so
mean, my fighter on my main account I think is going to be the squid ship.
true. The squid ship is like it's one of those. It's like kind of good at everything. It is an exotic ship that is meant to be good at everything.
Yeah.
Hey, that's no fair. All right, let's go to Nexus and let me go to my see what I need to upgrade.
Okay, I just used all my money to buy a bunch of frigates.
Yeah, I'm not working on the thing just yet. I'm really not spending a whole lot of money anyway until you know we get that
I mean, I
particular
saved.
we get that particular that particular little challenge or punishment out of the way. So
I mean, I say it like it's a bad thing, but it's really not. Those make you a good chunk of money and
oh,
resources.
they do. They take a lot of resources to go out though, because the tomes.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tons of fuel.
Yeah, there is a lot. All right, we got yeah, minute minute just over a little over a minute before uh we go to our next thing. Let's see my exosuit upgrades. Whatever. Where's our exosuit? Uh, okay. This I'll need.
Alright. So I can set up a couple more expeditions.
Yeah. I might need to buy. Might need to buy the. Come on. I might need to buy some more uh freighters for it because they are good. It's just want to get other things out of the way first. But they are really good at making
That's fair.
a ton of money.
I need to put more effort into it on my main save. I've been neglecting my
I mean, we
freighter.
the one good thing about the expeditions for this game is that they do give like I mean one for the last one with the freighter it did show you like what all the freighter is capable of because it kind of forced you
Mm-hmm.
to make one. I'm like, oh, now I know how the freighter works now. Like now I can actually go to it and get into it, which I should be
Yeah.
working on it now, so I might go and do that. Uh, do that now. So I need this to be moved here. As far as I know, it doesn't have any upgrades. All right, that I need a quantum computer. Quantum computer. I need crystal sulfide, which I can get from oceans. Right here. I can do this all right now. This right here. Some more chromatic metal. So
Okay. I have sent all 5 of my expeditions out for today.
I set one out. All right. Trying to get some terranium real quick for some in the asteroid belt. I really do like this game. It might be the not be the most interesting stream game in the world, but I really do like enjoy my time with it now a lot more because it always gives you something to do. Like on my main account, I haven't really focused on my freighter that much. That's something I can be focusing on maxing out. 'Cause I maxed out all my ships. I've maxed out my, or I got 3 more upgrades, so I maxed out my main thing because the new stuff. Oh, I need it. Okay, first of all, I need to go find some more frigates and get them. Okay. We are. It's time for our challenge. So,
Okay.
I'm going to move it over to here. All right. What is it going to be? Uh-oh. Refill with
Uh-oh.
crafted items only until next roll. So for the next, basically till the end of the stream for the next hour or so, we will have to refill with crafted items only. We cannot refill with basic components, which is
Okay.
which is perfectly fine.
And it
Because
is.
I've been basically filling with that. All right, so set this time and we're gonna go We're actually going to cut it
Okay.
down just a little bit for 45 more minutes, and then after that, we're going to do our final challenge of the day, and then we're going to end. So let's get back into the game. Okay, Geranium hypercluster. I can. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
where is? I need to go find a freighter. So, might warp to the next station. Just go ahead and get that done. Warp to the next one.
Warning, threat detected.
Oh no.
Where? There it is. Pirate. Come here. I'll murder you.
Alright, so I need to find. Is there any freighters hanging out here? Guess not.
Easy money.
Gonna head into here. See what's up. Okay, cool. Let me set it back here. This. Alright. So, going up to here. Multi-tool. That. Yeah. Might need to buy some more unstable plasma. That's what you got for the ship.
Can't you make it?
I don't.
You might have to go to the Nexus and buy this. Let me go look.
No. I know you can make a bunch of other things except for wiring looms. But I don't know if you can. But I don't know if I'm able to make it yet or not. How expensive it is to make.
Once I finish this warp, I'll go to the Nexus and see.
Wait. Do I have?
Wait.
I don't. Oh, that's right. I don't have the pulse splitter. I didn't want to go get the pulse splitter because that's my favorite weapon.
I really like the scatter shot thing. This is the first game I've actually used it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Not the pulse splitter. Oh, there's an exotic here. 33 million. Okay, they fixed it. They're not cheap anymore. So there's an exotic here for 33 million. It's got a 190.3 hyperdrive range starting out. The damage potential is 304.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is. It's good. I don't have 33 million right off the bat, so I can't just go throw it at him. Throw it at it, sadly. But maybe for the future. Who knows? Who knows? Here, let's
Nexus.
All right. Ask for help. Let's do this. Yeah, why not? Let's see where it takes me. Trade post detected. Oh. Ooh, I like this. I like this hauler. 32
Need
million.
haulers?
32 million. I mean, I just like it because it has those wings I like on it. And it's white blue.
Oh.
And it's white blue, so it makes...
Right.
Yeah. It's got 40 slots in it for storing stuff. Really nice. Maybe at some point... There's a ball hauler over there, too. Maybe at some point I'll be able to.
Every time I come in here, it whines me. Come pick up your expedition rewards. Come pick up your Twitch drops.
Nope.
Okay,
Not.
unstable plasma is something that you can make. It takes 50 oxygen and one metal plating. It's 250 nanites for the recipe in product recipes.
Oh, one thing about our challenge we have now, um, for stuff like pulse engine, there is no like crafted item to make. You just fill it up with trinium or titanium, whatever it's called. So
Tritium.
yeah, so does that count?
No, if it can only be filled with raw materials, you may fill it with raw materials.
Okay,
But if there is a thing that it could be filled with instead that is crafted, you may not.
right. Okay, makes sense. So I do have to say, we went to Shake Shack last night, so I wanted to try out the what they call the Hot Ones burger and see if it was spicy, was good, and what have you. Um, so we went there, and I like hot stuff, I like spicy stuff, um, but it doesn't really bode well with my stomach. My stomach could just kind of like rejects it. Um, why not? So I really don't. I really don't really. So wanted to try it out, see if it works, see if it's spicy, and it is spicy. It's not like those stuff you get at like Burger King and everything that is just like um, it's they say it's spicy, but it's really just they put salt and pepper on it, and called it a day. Um, so I don't really like that sort of thing. But this one was actually hot. It was actually spicy, but my stomach was able to handle it. Oh, that ball holler's
Ooh.
got the little things on it. That's cool. Um, a ball holler, my stomach was able to handle it until today, or at least right now at this very moment. I mean, I could feel it tumbling in there and everything. So I don't know if gonna be able to hang on today or not. We'll see. Uh, I'm always not gonna put anything bad in there. So we'll see. But it is a very good burger. I really liked it. I will get it again. Um, but for now, I'm gonna kind of like just not worry about it right now. But I am hungry. I did eat
Are you
breakfast.
okay?
I did eat breakfast today. Right now I am. I'm pretty okay. It's just it's starting to like burn and stuff in my stomach, so I got to be very careful what I put into it. I ate yogurt this morning. It did help. It didn't help. I mean, I ate food, so that's something. But I think over time it will get better. It's not like hurting so much that it's like I'm bringing me pain. Um, so I think I'll be
Well, that's
okay.
something,
Yeah, I think I'll be okay. It just
at least.
I noticed it when I was like, oh, it's hurting. It's hurting. But I was like, is it really that or is it something else? Because that one's burger like was spicy, but it didn't really affect me because usually when spicy stuff it affects you until like you go to the bathroom or whatever. Yeah, I did since then. So I think it's been removed from my body, been cleansed from my body, but I don't know if it's this that is hurting or not. Very weird, interesting thing. Where's upgrade modules? Uh, yeah. All right. I guess time for me to go get the scatter shot. Let me go get a pick up a thing. Alright, is there any travelers here I can get some nanites from you? Nope, not at all. Okay, what we're gonna do today? Exchange some charts. We can... Let's try another distress signal. Let's get an exit upgrade where we're at it too. So, we will do that when we come back from the anomaly. Okay, so get the anomaly. Now I need to go get the pulse splitter. Or a scatter shot, whatever it's called. The shotgun. So I can get two things. Okay. Up here. Alright, pulse splitter. Let's see what else they have. Alright, it's Exocraft. Learn new product recipes. Oh, this is where I learned it. Hypothermal fuel cell? Fuel the Humdibolt drive that powers neutron submarine. Oh, that's neutron submarine. Yeah, it's Nemo chambers, quantum computers. I can do that real quick. Why is the warp hypercore in the Atlas Pass tree? Very interesting. Alright, let's see if I can get the pulse splitter. Got neutron cannon. Where is it? Scatter blaster. Yep. Shell greaser. Yeah, I'll take that too. So now, scatter blaster. I need pugnium, which I just used it. And alright. Alright. Got what I need to get. Now I need to make it.
Right.
I only use so many of the nights too. It's really good. Ooh, I have a good one. Good question. What is your
Okay.
what's your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant?
Yep. What is a restaurant that you will go to? Basically, whenever you want to like go to a restaurant, you want to go to this. They can do no wrong. They have the best food.
Um, let me think. So, this has changed a lot over the years.
Man, things do change.
Yeah. I mean, fast food wise, I would probably say Arby's. Moderately. Uh, like, like sit-in family diner, I would probably say Applebee's.
Apple buys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, on the more expensive end, or moderately expensive end, probably Granite City.
Is it because of the sour cream?
I mean, not entirely. They just have really good food. They have good cocktails, although I rarely get them anymore. Atlas at least thinks they have good beer. Occasionally they'll have like trivia nights or similar events, so sometimes it's you go there for the food and end up with entertainment too.
Yeah, I've only been there once. She carried. We went. Our mom took us to it when she came up here to visit, and I mean, I would say it's really good. I mean, the thing I take away from it is that dip that I want to learn how to make. Like that is something special with that dip. Um,
Yeah, their seasoned sour cream is just on point.
it's something special with that, and yeah, it's a pretty good restaurant. But besides the sour cream stuff and everything, it nothing really stood out for it. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. Maybe you have to go there a few more times in order to really get a hold of what it was of it. But my favorite restaurant used to be Ruby Tuesdays. Used to be. It's not anymore. They've went downhill over the past decade or so.
Yeah,
Now it's Baumhauer's. It's only it's a sports bar in Tuscaloosa where I grew up or where I lived up until this year. So there's only like two locations in the world, as far as I know, and yeah, it's a local eatery and everything, and it's very good. I like it. Last few times I've been there,
actually, I might switch my fast food one from Arby's to Portillo's.
but for fast food, it's a lot because it's kind of like what I'm feeling at the time. Um,
Yeah,
but for the most part, it's let's see what we can find. There was a thing. It's a abandoned building right there. But yeah, Baumhauer's is by far my favorite restaurant. I haven't been to it in many years though, so I don't know if it's still good or not. Uh, a favorite like fast food ish restaurant. I mean Portello's is a really good one. I really like Steak Shack. Every time I go there, they have pretty tasty food, but they're always very greasy. A lot like Wahlburgers or whatever. Their Wahlburgers are also really good. Again, very greasy. Um, so I I don't know. I'm probably gonna say Portillo's. Cause I always like going there and I always think about it when I'm not there. So, I'll probably say Portillo's for now. Although
it is very yummy.
like you know, Sushi Train has kind of stuck with me.
Ooh, yeah.
Has kind of stuck with me, and I've been wanting to go back there ever since. It is a little pricey though. It is a bit pricey. I do think it's worth it for like
I can't
those.
wait for the one to open in the Mall of America.
I mean, is it will it beat Sushi Train though? Mm, who knows? Because Sushi Train was is really good. So So I don't know. Probably
So,
Fratellos, and Baumhauers. Baumhauers also has really good wings too, as well as good burgers and pretty much good everything. Uh,
fair enough.
at least the last time I went there. It may have went downhill since then, but I'm hoping to go when I go back there for Christmas. Hoping to go back to there. Come on.
I'm gonna see what the Nexus is offering for
Yeah.
missions right now.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Made those Sentinels mad, but I think I should have my Pugnium I need for the scatter shot.
I don't
Oh,
think you need that
you
much.
need 200.
Okay.
So,
Yes, like 10 sentinels.
eh. I shot a bunch of them. I covered a lot of ground with a plasma shot. Let's see what we got. 350 Pugnium. Nice. That's more than enough. All right, now I need a wiring loom. Wiring loom and
Oh,
two
yes, please.
two wiring looms and a magnetic resonator. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, quantum
This
computer.
mission
Nice.
is offering a warp.
A what?
This mission is offering a warp hypercore.
Ooh. What did I need for? Was it this one? Yeah. There we go. That. There we go. There we go. I need uh okay.
Thank you, honey.
I need a bunch of wiring looms.
Mm.
Oh, how precious. Alright. Alright. 21 minutes till final challenge. Will it be a punishment? Will it be a boon? Will I lose this ship that I just got today? That would be something. I get the ship today and lose it today. But
Stellar corruption detected.
oh, there is some. Can I buy them? Aha, I can. Let's see how much they're selling for. Please buy me. Save me from this. All right, it's a SNES rank 2 million. It's a supply vessel. Hmm. You know what? Why not? Why not? Let's see if there's another one. Another one. I think that's the only one. Alright. Okay, where is the station? So I need to go sell some stuff. And I need some of my frigate. Put that thing out there. And then we'd be good. Oh. Okay. Alright, let's go here. Get me some units. Some units. New knights.
New nights.
New knights. Or sell them. No. This one. I only have one this time. Starship shield module thrusters. That's cool. So, enriched carbon, nitrogen. That's all I got from that. Eh. All right. Well, Got some dirty bronze and some geodsite. Oh. Oh, I need to remove the nanite clusters. Go back in there. Oop. Okay. So I need to go here, sell stuff, get a pod. Use the pod thing. What should I do now? So I can get me another upgrade. Woo! Woo! He says. He is a child. So, what is your favorite media thing? Period.
Media thing?
Like stuff that you have witnessed in your lifetime. What is your favorite like story? What's your favorite like? Because I like the. It's like a very broad question. Like, what is your favorite thing that is to do with media? Like your favorite movie that outdoes everything else. Your favorite.
My favorite book ever, which I think is media. My favorite book
Mm-hmm.
ever is
Yes, it is.
Howl's Moving Castle by Deanna Wynne Jones. And
Okay.
no, that does not mean that I like the Studio Ghibli adaptation. I hate the Studio Ghibli adaptation. It can go burn in hell.
Why? That's very mean.
Uh, Basically because he took the story and butchered it into from a fantasy love story about like finding yourself and starting to believe in yourself, that words have power and that doors. I mean, it's a really good story, and he turned it into just this really generic anti-war message that has no idea what it's doing half the time. It's just horrible.
Anti-war message.
Yeah.
Okay. I know Grave of the Fireflies was a really big anti-war message. Um,
I mean, it'd probably be fine if I didn't associate it with the book. Sadly, he made me associate it with the book by naming it after it, using the same characters, and then ignoring all of the actual plot.
I mean, that doesn't mean you should hate it. I mean, like I say, it's a thing. It's like stuff like if I
Like,
like
no, he
if I
made
like
it so that the West would hate it. He specifically made it so that the West would hate it. So I don't have a problem hating it.
yeah, but the West doesn't really hate it. Everybody likes Studio Ghibli. I mean, I don't. I personally don't like a lot of their movies. Um, so I don't really.
About the only thing I appreciate about the movie is how cute they make Calcifer. And that is it.
Hmm, I don't know. I like I like when people take something that is meaningful and then do take it and put it their own creative spin on it. I don't mind it as much as some people. Some
Well,
people want
yeah, that's
some people want stuff to be exactly like it is, and when you
like,
especially when you
no, I
switch.
don't necessarily want it to be exactly the way it is. But he took a story that was about something and completely ignored the themes of that story to make it about something else.
Hmm, yeah, I mean, I guess like with stuff that I don't mind them taking something that I really like and doing something completely different with it. But if it, but it, I would like it to match what the story is trying to say at least. Um, in which you said that it didn't. It went a completely different direction with it. Um,
Yeah.
and a lot of people know.
Howl's Moving Castle is a coming of age romance set in a fantasy land about learning about yourself, to accept yourself, to be who you are, and to uh overcome people's expectations of what you will be in life, to be your own person.
Hmm. That's a really good
And the
message.
movie has none of that.
Okay. Like I never seen House Moving Castle, or read the book. So I honestly do not. I mean I have nothing to really add here, but it's one of those. It's like my favorite video game of all time is Resident Evil 4, and the remake's coming out next year, done by a lot of the same people who did the original. And from what I've heard about it, it's going to be very, very different. And I am personally okay with it. Like, I like them doing something very different for something because, Resident Evil 4 is considered the perfect video game by a lot of people. I don't think it's perfect, but I think a lot of what it is, a lot of what it is, you know, it's you can't replicate it, and it shouldn't be replicated. Um, so I if they keep with the original like stuff and have a certain, I mean, I want to see all of the monsters from Resident Evil 4 redone in HD and the new RE engine. If they don't have all of those monsters, which they say that some of the monsters like the regenerators are not going to come back, I'm going to be very disappointed, but I'm not going to hate the thing over it. But if it's what you're saying, they take a story and basically switch genres with it, but use the same people. I don't know how I would feel about that because I've never really actually had that done before. Um, but it's one of those I just kind of like. I don't hate something. I just kind of like it's a creative freedom. They did something creative with it, what they wanted to do with it, and I'm just gonna like. It's not what I wanted from it, but it is something that's like yeah, I don't like the way they went with it. I'll just leave it alone. I'm not gonna like hate on it and say it's the worst thing ever made because some people like like that adaptation of it. They read the book and they like that adaptation of it.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't like just because you don't like it, and again, just because you don't like it and hate it, just think it should burn in the
I
fire.
started this off by
But
saying that I do not like it. I make nothing to do with if anyone else likes it. If you like it, that is fine.
hmm,
I do not.
yeah, but I don't know. I just don't have any hatred towards something that is not, you know, unless they particularly go out of their way to ruin that particular thing for me or try to. Like
I mean,
with
they did.
like with I mean, I don't know.
Like,
Studio
so
Ghibli is a
if you,
very
if,
weird. It's a very weird it's a very weird animation studio, and it's
well,
very
hear me
beloved.
out.
It's very beloved by a lot of people. So I mean,
Hear me out.
okay,
Hear me out about it.
I'm hearing
Okay.
it. I'm hearing you out.
So I didn't have this opinion for a very long time because it was just, it's different from the book. I don't like it as much as the book. That's fine. It's whatever. This opinion came up in like 2 years ago when I was just having fun looking through stuff about it again because I enjoy it. And I came across the interviews with the guy who directed it
Miyazaki.
and the author of the book about it, which is completely separate interviews, but I was looking through them because I love Howl's Moving Castle. He straight up said that he wanted to make it so that people would hate it. He wanted to ruin it for me.
Why? And that's the thing. It's like why? It was like I know that there was a lot of
He did it out of hatred of the West and war. He
yeah,
wanted the West to hate it and
well,
feel particularly insulted by it.
I mean,
And he used a story that I love to express that hatred.
yeah, Miyazaki himself, seeing interviews and stuff like that, he is kind of just a jerk. He is not a nice, happy person. Um, like
Yeah.
he's even a jerk
So
to his own kid. But again, yeah, I can understand that.
I mean,
Um,
so legitimately, he took something which I adored and had love for it, and attempted to ruin it. That was his entire goal, was to ruin it
mm,
out of hatred, not out of. He didn't want to use it out of love for that story or a passion to bring that story to life in a different way. He used it out of hatred.
yeah,
And if you look at the interviews with the author afterwards, she is disappointed that that is the movie that her book became. That is the commonly known version of her story.
yeah, and that is I didn't know all that about House Movie Castle because I've always know I knows that was it is beloved by a lot of people.
I know,
So
and that's why I asked you to hear me out so that I could say it.
okay, yeah,
That is why I
I'm not.
dislike it so much more than just a movie that's different than the book. It's not that.
Yeah, okay. I mean that makes more sense. Like if they took Resident Evil 4 remake and they did something bad with it or whatever, sacrilegious or whatever, people be up in arms about it. But I would be like, it's just it's a different
Like if they
version. They're
took Resident Evil 4, completely ignored the original story, the original characters and everything, and then made it about like their hatred of remakes. So they intentionally made it like this horrible game.
yeah,
That would be the equivalent.
yeah. I mean, I'd be like, well, I still have the original. There is one thing. It
I
does.
still have the book.
It does.
I'm happy about that.
That's fine. It's there is I didn't expect to get this heated up or something that it's like, hey, what's a positive thing that you like? I like this one so much that I absolutely despise another thing. Look, here's all the bad things about it. Like, okay, that's fine. The like again,
I'm passionate about stories. I'm sorry.
I know. Don't be sorry about it. Like it's okay. It's a touchy subject. Um, let me go to another system while I'm sitting here. But it is, yeah, it's I've never experienced that before, and not a lot of things do because usually when you want to portray something, you want to like turn a book into a movie or whatever, you usually stick roughly by the movie. Oh, I gotta have an Emerald Drive. I hate that. I hate that I don't have enough low Emerald to make the thing. Um, but yeah, it is kind of it is kind of awful that people don't know it for the book that it is and know it for a completely different reason, um, which is kind of sad.
Yeah. That's my thought on it
I
anyway.
mean, a lot of earlier Ghibli works were about they were anti-war and hatred against like what happened because I think Miyazaki grew up in like where we
Yeah,
bombed them.
he survived like bombings.
Yeah, and like Grave of the Fireflies was one of those was like showed what actually happened. And yes,
Like a thing.
it is a part of war that happened, and it wasn't a good thing. Um,
I mean, I don't like hate his stories. If I didn't know what Howl's Moving Castle actually was, I probably wouldn't have a problem with it. Because I like Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, and Laputa of the Castle of Sky, which are distinctly anti-nuclear war, just like Howl's Moving Castle is.
yeah,
But those don't have stories that he ruined to get there. Those are stories created around it with passion, not hatred, to inform and to hope for a better future, not to curse the present.
yeah. Uh,
Like I don't hate Hayao Miyazaki. I don't hate Studio Ghibli. I hate their portrayal of my favorite book, and
Mhm.
that is all.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like Miyazaki at all. Now that I heard a lot of things come out about like he like his son like I think made something trying to like I want you to care about me, Dad type thing. Like it's like I don't know if it's an animation or what you call it or whatever. And his he came up in like he was like that's shit. That is awful. Don't do that again or whatever. It just kept shitting on it for some reason. It's part of my language, but it was just bad, just horrible to hear. And like he's done that multiple times to multiple different people, too. So multiple different like stuff. And again, he is like the meme of like anime was a mistake. That came from him.
Yeah, that's not
Uh,
precisely what he meant by it, but yeah.
no, no, yeah, he's not. It's like the meme and stuff like that, and like he's not a very good person or whatever. He's kind of a jerk. He's kind of self entitled jerk in a way because he made all these movies that a lot of them are great. All of them are, and he feels like entitled that he's the biggest baddest thing around because he did that because he directed them, and he's not humble at all. So I don't know. It is a very strange thing, and he has very implications about like the like war and stuff like that because of what happened to him. Which I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, my favorite, like I like Resident Evil, the series a lot. I like the goofy nature of it. Although I wish it was a little bit more, actually a little bit more serious and more scary instead of being a B movie type horror thing. I know, like I do like the direction of the Resident Evil 2 remake did, where it made it more scary, um, and a little bit more serious and less cheesy. But it did make it, but it still was a little bit cheesy. Let's be honest. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
but again, those games are just enjoyable for that. Anyway, I am going to land on this planet. I'm going to set my thing down, and that's going to be the end of that. Because we have like a minute 20 left until our final challenge that we end today. And I am on a frozen planet. This. Okay. Alright, let's get this out of here. Uh, where is. Ooh, freighter crash site located. I will end there. Where's that? It is off planet. Okay, it is time for our final challenge. So I will pause this, move over to the challenge wheel for our last one, just in time to get the last drop of the day. So let's see. Oh, that's a nice one.
What do we get?
Redeem a Twitch drop.
Ooh.
That's a boon. Uh, I'm actually going to stop here, go to the Nexus, and do that. All right, so let's see. So we're on day 4 of the Twitch drops. We just got my last one, which I'll have to restart the game in order to get. Uh, there. I have to restart the game in order to get. Uh, Go ahead and claim all of
I
them.
haven't got my last one for today yet.
Did you sign in? 'Cause I got mine.
Yep.
Eight.
I've got all the other ones. That one just hasn't clicked in yet.
How far are you from it?
It has me at 98%.
Okay. Okay. I can continue going for a little while longer. Because that is our last challenge of the day. Okay. So I have all the drops for the last 3 days. I don't have the one for currently. Here's the thing about it. We know they're A-class ships. We don't know. Because I want to get a ship. But I know that you're probably going to get a multi-tool.
Well, I've got a pretty good multi-tool, actually. So I might grab the Explorer just in case.
I'm thinking about going for the
Actually, I don't
Explorer.
know.
I'm thinking about going for the Sun of the Sun. The Explorer. It does have a economy and conflict scanners. Um, Usually these ships are pretty good too. There's a hauler with adaptive armor and scan deflectors, and the fighter
There's my
has.
last drop.
Okay. All right. I think we should. I'm gonna save here. Save here and restart the game entirely. Uh, I'm gonna go on my ship and get out. Restart entirely. So I can get all the rewards I just claimed, or try to. If not, then we'll stick with that. All right. So I'm gonna go to Mexico to switch over to this and quick do desktop. Okay. All right
I'm
now.
torn between that Alien Blaster, which I think is pretty good, and the Explorer.
Now keep in mind you might lose a ship. I have 2 ships, and that'll make my
I
third
have,
ships. So
yeah, I have 3 ships, 2 Explorers, and then my starter shuttle.
all right.
So I already have a backup Explorer.
I mean I have a backup Explorer too as a C rank. I have an A rank Explorer right now, and then this one right here will be another A rank Explorer. So I have 2 A ranks, so just in case one doesn't matter, I'll just go back down and just grind and get the other one. So I don't know. I mean, I don't need a multi-tool. Armor sets I don't really care too much about because we're not supposed to really. We can. We can. What is this? Oh, there's a mystery quest at the Nexus. Cryogenic chamber. You get is 656,899 units. Pretty good. Anyway, not worried about that now. All right, Twitch rewards. All right, yeah, all those new stuff popped up. Uh, Hmm. I know it's cheating, but I think I'm gonna go with the Explorer.
It's not cheating. It's
I mean,
allowed.
yeah, it is loud, but it's kind of like we've actually been getting boons today. I've noticed. Yesterday we were getting all negatives. Today we get two pluses. I'm gonna go with this.
Well, I'm happy with it.
Oh, its hyperdrive frames is nowhere near as good as this one I have. Like compare it to my other ship. All right, 200 planet. Yeah, it's nowhere near as good as the one I have. But if I have to scrap my ship, I mean it's not the worst thing possible.
Yeah.
All right, now I need to go find a thing and throw down the beacon so we can put in our coordinates. See how far we've gotten close to each other. All right, I'm gonna go to this damage
I'm in the
freighter.
middle of a quest still, so it's going to be a bit.
Okay. There. Head here, go throw my stuff down, and put it in coordinates. Oh. I ain't feel like fighting you. I don't have no thing, period. This all was nothing but gold, too. Uh, get far enough away from them so I can warp drive. Alright, land on this planet. And it just appeared out of nowhere. Cool. Alright. Signal booster. Drop down. Okay. Let's see. It is YINHO. This. That. 7E. This. 0163. This. 00D9. Okay. All right. Now I'm waiting on is your stuff. So, because we go
I'm
to.
sorry.
No, you're good. You go to here. I think I moved maybe a centimeter. 23 jumps away from Pilgrim Star. which is something. Alright, move back to the game. Put it back in. Go and save. Okay, so we'll do this. Put that down and oh, go here. That's where I'm at. How far are you?
I have to find this last hot spot, and then this mission's over.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it would be you have to just quit the mission entirely and go back,
I'm
cancel the mission,
I'm
and
almost done. I don't want to quit it because it gives me a Warpiper core.
okay,
I'm sorry.
okay. What? Why are you sorry?
Because I'm taking time.
I mean, I could just go on my main account, show off the main account, maybe for a little bit. I'm not too big of a hurry. I wonder if these are actually like stuff that people have actually explored. Oh my goodness! So this is my main account. This is not my main ship, but it's one of them. A ton of stuff I need to go through. Yeah, so like 3 things away from being maxed out. Atlas Pass, B3. So multi-tool. Freighter, which we're gonna go to the freighter. This is the base that me and Rose made.
Go show my rooms.
No, I'm actually up in there now. I'm heading towards my freighter. Show off the ships. Oh, that's go out in the middle of nowhere. Alright, here we go. This. Okay. So my ships, that's my living ship. I just got that. This is the first ship I ever bought after the Radiant Pillar. I keep it around because I'm just nostalgic like that. My first solar ship, my hauler, all these are S ranks. This is my main ship right here, the Jeopardy. It's not really well put together compared to the other ships, but yeah, it does its job. It does its job well. Timeless Tawa, the blue baller. Basically, except for 2 slots, basically almost maxed out in the cargo area. Solar ship. This is my. I don't have an explorer ship because I don't like the explorer looks to them. So this is technically my explorer ship. As you can see, the range is garbage. I don't have any modifiers on it, so I've really been min maxing a bunch. And I think this is also an S ring as well. Yeah. Yeah. So leadership, I think, starts at S rank. So I just got it not too long ago, so I have like one upgrade for it. So oh, you did your finish your quest?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I can click here. I can click to mode select. Yeah, that's a little taste of what I've been doing. All right, head back to the pilgrim. She's gonna write down hers. Indigo is up in the ceiling like he should be, just chilling out. Put some background music. There we go. Back to Pilgrim Star Path. Oh, while we're waiting,
Oh.
there's our store. Expedition Port store in the chat to go to here. If you want to buy something to support us financially, like I said earlier, we released crypto stickers, Mob Psycho stickers, lots of really cool stuff. Some B Sojos if you like that. Chainsaw Man is very popular right now, so we do have stickers from them available. So really proud of how they turned out. Posters, stickers, prints. Well, we have some keychains. If it load up, there. Keychains. So it's pretty cool stuff over there. If you want to check it out. Did you write down your thing? Your thing?
I haven't landed on the planet yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm slow.
No, I'm used to it. But if you haven't get the drops day 4, this is what you get. I think we already went over it. You get a nice hauler. Tomorrow, we'll be streaming. We will be streaming longer tomorrow. So we won't be streaming just 3.5 hours. We'll be streaming a lot longer. But this is what you're getting tomorrow. If you did the Leviathan thing, I think you already have this poster right here. Some more fireworks. These two globe gadget and a special polo banner. Pretty cool. I already bought this chess piece, so I already have it. This is a really nice chess piece. Um, we do have the Whispering Companion
I'm
Egg.
excited.
I'm very excited to add that to my thing.
Pet collection.
Oh, we can actually change the color of it too. So
Yeah.
I need to look at how to change the color of it. And also you
It's
get
the
this
egg
nice fighter.
sequencer.
Huh?
The egg
What?
sequencer, the same way we did the bug yesterday.
I know. I need to know how to make it the color I want.
Uh, there's lists of colors online that you can look at and what it takes to make it that color.
I might look it up. I'll look it up probably tomorrow. But here is a good fighter ship fighter. I think all these are A class. All these are A classes. So we had
Yeah, they're all A class.
two fighters, two haulers, one explorer. No solar ship though. I'm surprised they didn't add a solar ship this time.
There's no solar, there's no exotic, there's no shuttle.
I mean, shuttles or whatever. They're all over the place. Exotics, I understand why they wouldn't put an exotic here. Exotic would be something you win from the expedition.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So where are you at right now?
Uh, a very watery planet.
Ah, okay.
Park come to give you IRL presents.
Thank you. I have been delivered cosmic brownies. Alright, Z.
Cool.
Signal booster.
Can I have one?
Alright.
Hi. Oh! Stop trying to kill your.
Something what?
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
CIME colon 0E
She is typing in the chat.
6 0081 colon 0602 colon 05 go.
Okay. All right. Get rid of this. Rose. That's where she's at. Get rid of Pilgrim Star. Ooh. Rose. There we go. Now that I have almost 1600 light year hyperdrive, mine's actually almost accurate now. So we are 607 jumps away from each other at this moment.
Oh. Oh, we're not we're not much closer at all.
Well, yeah, we've only been approximately like I went probably 8-9 jumps today. All right.
I went a bunch of jumps, but my jumps are like half of yours.
Yeah, because I focused on upgrading that hyperdrive. I would do the same.
I have only found one S-class hyperdrive upgrade.
I found so
I
many
have
of
an
them.
S, an A, and a B.
I
Okay,
found
give them here.
I can't. You have to come find me.
Freaking on.
That's the point. All right, so this is how far we are. I'll update the picture tomorrow for our final day of the Twitch drop. So I am trying to find OBS. I will post it back to the game.
So thank you everyone for tuning in.
You're cutting out. The internet's about to give up on life. Thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out with us and getting some drops and stuff like that. This has been a lot of fun. Very, very stressful. Very, very draining. Yeah, check the store and the socials and the chat if you want to see and financially support us and what we do here. We're only going to do more crazy stuff later in the future. So, one last day of the Twitch drop campaign. We'll be starting at 11 a.m. CST tomorrow morning. So I hope to see everyone there. We do I will be uploading these to YouTube as VODs so that you guys can uh keep track, watch it all the series up to this point. I need to do some editing on them. Uh so it's going to be a little while before I get them uploaded and stuff like that. So a little bit more cuz I want to cut the front part of it, the 10 minutes of waiting time and the lunches that we've had. We didn't have a lunch today, but lunch that had the last 2 days. So stop overpowering me, music. So I will see you guys later. Take it easy.